Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am Nancy Quinn, business coach and body language trainer to interior designers, and I am here today with Teresa Schlupp of Caffeine Creative. Welcome, Teresa.
Thank you so much, Nancy. You know I love coming here every month.
I love our conversations. Before we even get to the 10 website tips interior designers need to focus on to start the new year right, tell everyone what you do and where to find. I'm trying to do this in the beginning for those who may disappear later.
Gotcha. So I am a brand strategist and web designer, and I work primarily with solo business owners who are really wanting to up their game and stand out in a really clean, cohesive, confident way. And you can find me at caffeinecreative.io.
Now you are going through a rebrand soon, I hear.
I am going through a rebrand, and I have all kinds of amazing things coming out. I have an entire course library that is being revamped right now that is going to have tons of templates, courses, basically sharing my secrets behind the scenes, because I started off as a DIY designer. That's how I stumbled into this career. I was a life coach, and I started off building things myself because I'm good with technology, but I still needed that guidance, that support to do it well so that I could grow my business. And that is what I'm sharing in my course library, along with Canva templates and Captions Cafe if you get stumped on what to say in your social media marketing and emails, and all kinds of incredible things. So
I got to tell you, your course library is amazing. It's amazing, right? So for people who really believe they can do their website themselves, and some people can, or they're rebranding, or they can, and they have the time and they have the talent and the desire, your course library can get them through. When they get to the point where they're at that level, it's a little complicated, it's a little more jazzy, they want a little special on their website, get on Teresa's calendar.
Well, and there's nothing wrong with starting off doing it yourself, but there's a right way to do it for it to work for you. And there's a strategy behind it. And that's what I try to share in my course library. And it's going to be even better than what you've seen. So I'm excited for that.
I'm excited too. So, all right. So we've got 10 tips for interior designers to start the new year right related to their website. Let's get them started.
Yeah, because the new year is coming. You're going to want to drive traffic to your website. You want to bring in new clients. You want to bring in new potentials. You're going to be bringing people to your website. So now is the time to get your house in order so that when they get there, they see the polished, professional, amazing person that you are. And these are simple tips that you can probably do over a cup of coffee or two. And that's really why I wanted to share them today. The first one, update your dates and numbers. So looking through your website, do you share how many years you've been in business? When was the last time you updated it? Sometimes people don't update that for 4 or 5 years, and they're diminishing how much experience they have in doing that. So go and say, I've been in business for X number of years. Or what I like to do is say, I started my business in 2011. That way I don't have to update that date every single year. I just have that up to date already. And prices, if you're listing prices on your website, because sometimes that's a good thing to do depending on what you're doing. Are your new prices reflected in your website? Have you made any changes in the past year? Nothing is going to turn a person away quicker than you saying, oh, but that's my old price, by the way. I'm now charging this. You don't want that to happen in a discovery call. You want them to see that when they go to sign up for your discovery call or service. So make sure that you're updating your prices and your copyright year, which you probably want to put that out till January, but you could also probably program that to automatically update. Almost all website builders now allow you to put in a piece of short code that will automatically update your copyright year every January 1st, and then put in that date range of business. So for me, it's 2011 to 2025 right now, because I'm copyrighted all the material on my website, even the things I created that are still out there from the beginning.
So, all right. So for people who go, I haven't looked at my website in years, but I'm getting enough clients. It's serving me well. And these little things, like how can it affect them if they don't do these things?
So it starts to just put in a little bit of distrust. When they see you've been in business for 15 years, they hop on a discovery call with you and say, you know, I've been doing this for 25 years now. They're like, but your website says 15. It's a small thing. You can be like, oh, yes, I must have had a typo. You can try and talk over. But those small little things start to add up. And those little chinks in the armor start creating a level of distrust. And right now in the world today, we want real, we want good, we want true, we want authentic.
Yes.
We are tired of being tricked and fooled and all of the things. And we're a little bit more on guard because there's so much trickery out there with some of the seedier sides of AI. Those little things hurt us, even when we
Yes.
think they won't.
Yes, I agree with you. Anything that is on your website that makes someone go,
It's a
there's no
moment of
bounds.
pause. And in that moment of pause, like that 1 second pause could give them the time to make the decision to go back to and look at somebody else's website. So you
Yes.
don't want to give them the moment of pause. You want it to be smooth. So update your numbers.
Gotcha. Okay, what's next?
The next one, services. I know, especially if you've been in business just, up to 5 years or so, your services are shifting all the time. You're tweaking, you're refining, you're changing, you're making them fit you and your strengths better. Make
Yes.
sure your website reflects that. So go out there and read those service descriptions. Does it still represent how you do things? Can you polish it up a little bit better? Can you make it look better? Do you need to take something out? All of those things need to be done. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I have been going through my own services with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, you just helped me in a coaching call with that. So spend some time updating those services to make sure that they reflect what you do now and also what you want to attract. It's an energetic thing of what you want to attract. And just that little bit of love to your website honestly starts creating some positive energy coming your way.
Absolutely. And I think reading it, just as an extra bonus tip, reading it as if you are your ideal client will give you a different perspective than this is what I want to push out. This is what I want people to know about me, as opposed to what do they think they want to know about you.
Yes. And here's my tip, and I've given this before, but it still works. Read through your services outside of your office. Find a cozy spot in your house, go to a coffee shop, take yourself on a date, take a different device that you don't normally use, whether it's your phone or your iPad or a laptop when you use a desktop, whatever the case. Change the scenery and then go read through your services, because you're in a different mindset and you're going to be more able to look at it through the eyes of your clientele than as the business owner that you are.
Absolutely. And if you have a trusted client, you can always say, can you take a look at this and see how it reads to you, right? But definitely changing your shoes, changing your outfit, taking a different device, going somewhere else and acting as if you're one of your ideal clients. Does this read smoothly and to them what they're looking to hear, to stay on your website, to click the button to get your services?
It's a really powerful exercise and it works every time. So
absolutely. Okay.
The next one, test your forms. If you have a contact form, I want you to go through it. It surprises me in how many times I come across somebody who's never filled out their own contact form. And that is where you lose people a lot. Contact forms, email sign-up forms, newsletter forms, when that's not a smooth transition, it's a big seed of doubt planted and people start questioning, are they really that polished, or is this fluff on the website? And I have come across some really rough transitions using contact forms or signing up for someone's newsletter or things like that. You want it to be clean, seamless, and set expectations. So putting in
clean, seamless, and sets the expectations for how your company runs.
Yes, yes. So you definitely want to test your forms. And if it feels weird and awkward to you, it's going to feel 10 times more weird and awkward to the people filling it out that are your dream clients.
I got to tell you, we're going through a rebranding also. ProfitInsidersCoaching.com is our new website. It's up, but it's a soft launch, so we haven't transferred everything over yet. Even though we test our forms quarterly, there are still times that our forms break from website updates that are not within my control or your control. It just updates for systems that you don't control that are attached to your website suddenly will break things that you have created. It's not the web designer's fault. It's not the business owner's fault. It's just updates and technology.
It's technology. It's not even the software owner's fault, because they don't know sometimes how this one security update could have this other tiny little repercussion that they don't know. And they test things thoroughly too. I was on that side of technology, and the good software companies test and test and test, but things still break. So it's
Yes.
up to you to make sure people are getting that seamless transaction.
Okay. All right.
The next one is freshen up your testimonials. Whether you have a testimonial page or you sprinkle them throughout your site, or you do it a little bit of both, are they attracting what you want to bring into the new year? Are they bringing in the right business? Are they talking about the services that you want to promote? I have some fabulous testimonials from clients that I absolutely adore that I do not share anymore, because the work I did for them is not something that is in my wheelhouse anymore. It's not services that I offer any longer, and it brings in it attracts the wrong clientele. So while I love them and I'm so happy to see their success where they're at today, I can't use their testimonials anymore. So
right. You're choosing not to because you're no longer looking to attract that level or that type or that industry, whatever it is.
whatever it is. So we all need to do that as well. What do you want to promote? If you could have one service that just skyrockets this year, let's say you want to take on designer for a day, or you want to be at new construction, what testimonial support that you are the person to hire for that service?
Yes.
And start working those into your content versus other things.
Very smart. Love it. Okay.
Do a quick grammar check and spelling check. Just a quick, it doesn't have to be extensive, okay? And that's one thing I will say in the shift of AI, I actually embrace my typos a little bit more, because I do write all of my content myself. AI is my research tool, but I write everything, my podcast, my blogs, everything is all me. So I embrace my typos a little bit because people know that I actually did write them.
Yes.
You still want to have things looking good. So
I was going to say, you could still put it in AI and just say, don't change the content, just check it for grammar and spelling.
Yes, you can bring your page up on Grammarly and have it look for issues and things like that. But you do want to do, because sometimes my brain works a little bit faster than my fingers type. And so I'll come across sentences that when I read them later on, I'm like, that makes no sense.
I took down a post yesterday that we posted, and I'm like, Leslie goes, does that sentence make sense? I'm like, I don't think so. And I deleted it because I was like, where did we come up with that? We're all human.
We're all human. It happens. We know what we want to say in the moment, and sometimes it just doesn't translate to the keyboard. So do a check for your grammar and spelling. And like I said, utilize those tools. AI can help you analyze it. Grammarly can help you. There's a lot of tools out there.
Yes. Okay.
All right. The next one is testing your buttons and links. And this one, if you have an extensive website like me, could be overwhelming. So I want you to focus on the main pages. On the home page, when somebody clicks on the Book Now button, do they go directly to your booking calendar? If they're saying, come and look at my portfolio, does it take them to the portfolio quickly and seamlessly? Check your main pages for the buttons to make sure that that's an easy, smooth transition. And then you can utilize a tool like broken link checker. I use Dead Link Checker, and there's
what's it called?
Dead Link Checker.
Dead Link Checker. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. I use that tool. It's a free tool. It analyzes your website. It can run in the background. It takes a little bit of time. There's a link in this month's blog to that checker that I use. But it's a great way to find broken links on your website without having to physically test all the links and blogs and things like that.
I love it. I'm sending it to Pamela right now. my manager, so if she doesn't know about it, she could use it to check our new website.
Because broken links happen, and there's things that like I've linked to. I have a website credit page. My old photographer, she just got a whole new website, so that link was broken, and I wasn't able to direct people to her because she got a new website. So there's little things like that are just going to break. It was good at one time, probably, but it doesn't mean it won't break. So use that checker to find those things, and it's a great, simple tool.
Love it. Okay.
Number 7, give your images a once-over. Are those, especially interior designers, are those images on your website giving the wow factor? When I land on your website, I want to be like, holy moly, this is who I want. I love their style. I love what they're doing. Oh my God, I want to be so immersed in your work. I want you taking me on a journey of what you could create in my house. And the value in that is I'm going on that journey of your work. I'm starting to imagine myself working with you. And when I start imagining myself working with you, When I finally do get on that discovery call, the yes is that much more likely.
Yes, for sure.
Get those images out there, freshen them up, spruce them up. Is it showing your best work? You may have had some new projects photographed this year. Do you want to switch things out? Do you want to change it? Do you want to maybe focus on a particular season? Maybe you want to focus on bringing projects in right now for outdoor living. And so you want to be like, I know it's cold outside, but look at how beautiful your yard could be.
Right, right.
Update your images. And I honestly say do that as an interior designer. I would do that quarterly or at least twice a year.
I think that designers particularly need to update their websites regularly because of what you're saying, right? What they're looking to attract is different. Maybe they did a ton of kitchen and baths 10 years ago and they kept them up on their website, but they no longer want to do kitchen and baths because of whatever. Their life is in the stage where they don't want to do that anymore.
Exactly.
So, and the other thing is when I look at, I want to add, look at it, and you might have this further down your list, look at it on different size monitors and different, your iPad, your phone, your computer. Because a lot of times when I pull up interior designer websites who come to me for our academy, it's pixelated, it's blurry, it doesn't look crisp. And I know they're struggling because they may not have that perfect image to put up initially, but now there's ways around that. It needs to be great.
And I'm going to say this too. I know that there's a very anti-stock imagery world out there, but don't ignore stock. You can get some really good stock, especially now with AI tools. You can get some really good stock that is going to represent your design style and what you want to create until you have those professional pictures to share. And I actually have clients who only utilize stock because their clients don't, for whatever their reasoning is, don't want their images on the website. They don't want their faces to be portrayed. So there's nothing wrong with using really good solid stock images, but you've got to have good images and they need to represent what you want to attract. I say treat your website like a vision board. What's your vision for 2026? And let's start putting that into the website so that you can start attracting that in the clients that reach out.
I love that. I love the sentence, treat your website like it's a vision board.
Yeah.
Great sentence. Great sentence. Because it's true. You want to make it what you're looking to attract. Mm-hmm. And you want it to be interactive and not flat and stagnant. Like it's a living, breathing part of your business, your website. It's not just put it up and forget it. And that's where so many people make the mistake.
And it should be the hardest working member of your team. Out there 24/7, it is connecting with your dream audience. And that's a place where a lot of relationships start beginning. So it's on the pages of your website. So if that relationship is like, I don't know if they really have what I want, or it's not going to be a great fit.
Right.
You want to bring them in. Okay.
Right.
And when you bring them in, review your contact page. This is one of the biggest ones. A contact page with just a form, I think is a disservice. You've got to stop hiding from the world. If you want people to contact you, give them contact information. Put your email, a phone number. They can message you on Instagram. You get to decide how they contact you, but contact forms fail. They get filtered by spam filters sometimes. You cannot guarantee delivery, and you don't always know that they failed. You don't know what the world of spam filtering is going to do, and you don't want to know. Trust me, I've been in that world, and it's a nightmare. So make sure that people have multiple ways to reach out to you. You decide what is the best way for people to contact me. For me, it's email, book my calendar, first of all, then it's email, then it's phone. But no matter how somebody reaches out, I make sure that I can do it well. So put that information on your website and make sure it's easy to contact. If I have to dig through your website, because I do a lot of audits and I'm on digging. Where do I contact this person? I am doing a service, so I'm digging. Most people will not dig. If they cannot find it instantly, they find somebody who makes it easy.
Yes. There's so many things you want to put in the forefront for your ideal client that for the layperson, if you're like, okay, I have to tell them where I'm located. I have to tell them who I am. I got to put my picture. I got to tell them how to contact me. There's so many things I want to tell them all right away, but there's a way of doing it.
There's a way of doing it. And honestly, the contact page is an underrated page. That's a great place to give that final nudge rather than saying, if you have any questions, say, are you ready for your dream home? Book a call right now and let's talk. Like, be direct and get them coming to you.
I'm even having a vision of, do you want your home to look like Teresa's? Here's a testimonial from one of my past clients that you know, like something to give you extra zhuzh on that page.
Yeah, make it an action-oriented page that gets people saying, okay, yes, I came to the right place. Let me book that call, or let me call, email, whatever, however you have it set up. Let's do this. That's what you want to do. And then the other thing I would say on the contact page is, I am a big proponent of listing business hours. And a lot of people are like, oh, but I work when I work. Yep, but you still have business hours. That lets people know when you're available and when you're not. So, for example, my business hours are Monday through Thursday. Fridays, I don't do client work. That's my project admin day. So my website is Monday through Thursday. People go there to reach out to me. They know if they reach out on a Friday or Saturday, I'm probably not going to get back to them until Monday because I'm not working. It's a subtle way of saying, this is when I'm available and when I'm not.
And I can hear people already who are watching live or on replay, like, well, I want them to think I work all the time, so I'm just going to keep it Monday through Friday. Why? It's your business. You're the CEO. You can run your business however you want. And it's not necessarily going to be a deterrent to your ideal client.
Nobody ever thinks that, oh, well, they work all the time, so they must be better. No, in fact, I might be thinking they might be exhausted and not able to do what I need. And take it from me, I've been in a job where I was irreplaceable. You don't want that role. You do not want to be there. It is exhausting, and it dinks in every area of your life. So set up some business hours. You don't have to answer the phone every time it rings in those business hours or respond to an email instantly. You just have to let people know when you're available and create some clear professional boundaries.
Agree.
Okay, number 9, you've already talked about it. Look at your website on all the sites.
I knew it might be on your list further down.
I know. So Squarespace, my Squarespace people, I really want you to particularly pay attention to this one. Look at all your devices. Anytime you make a tiny change in Squarespace, it can sometimes completely jack up your mobile phone view. And you don't know it. It may have been perfect, but you changed an image. The new image is a little bit different size, and everything has gone wonky. So you want to double check it, and don't rely on the viewer in the design builder where it says, look at it on mobile phone. It doesn't always match what's actually on a mobile phone. You need to look at it on your physical device. And that's for any builder that you have. But especially Wix and Squarespace, anytime you make a change, you need to do a mobile review. But make sure you're doing one now, because things get wonky. And if they come to your website on their phone, which is very probable, and your picture is covering up important words, it sets the wrong impression.
Yes. Okay.
And you're not communicating your message.
That's for sure. When I look at mobile and it's all wonky, I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. Because most people are looking, many people, I don't know about most, are looking from their phones at this stage.
It does depend. I have on my clients, anywhere from 50 to 80% of their website visits are mobile phone, depending on the client in the industry.
Wow. Okay.
That's a high number. I mean, even 50% is a high number. So you've got to have it perfect. And then my last tip, number 2, make the next step obvious. What is the step you want them to take when they decide they're ready to reach out and work with you? Make that painfully obvious. Having one little word that says contact me in the menu is not enough. You have got to give them an opportunity to act when they feel inspired. So as you are taking them through the journey of your website, at the bottom of your portfolio, wherever, you need to say, hey, do you love this kitchen? Reach out and book a call. I'd love to hear your dream kitchen. Make call to actions a priority so that no matter where they are on your site, it's easy for them to take the next step and contact you.
Love it. People need to be told the next steps. I know people don't believe that, but it's true.
We do.
Right? We need to be like, this is what you do next. And after that, this is what's going to happen. So the best you can do that on your website, it's really important.
Absolutely important. So a lot of information. As always, I have a blog post. If you want to dig through and go in more detail, you can certainly visit my blog post on caffeinecreative.io. But All of these little things are getting your house in order. And most of them are quick and simple. You can do over a cup of coffee or two.
I think so too. I mean, literally, they could put a half an hour on their calendar for 10 days in a row and do all 10 of your tips. And it's going to make a big difference on how they're setting themselves up for the new year. And if there's anything over their head or a little complicated, contact their web designer or Teresa to help you to redo what you need to redo.
Absolutely. And I'll say this too, there's an added benefit that we don't often think. We like to ignore our website and set it in the background and let it drive itself. But here's the added benefit. When we give our website some time and attention and love, we reconnect with our why. We reconnect with what we're building. We reconnect with who we're serving. And it boosts our confidence and our excitement for the business that we're creating every time we do it. So when you treat that as the member of the team it is, that hardworking member that's out there 24/7, the payoffs are more than that, outside of the tangible realm of things. They're really big.
I think they're huge. And I love, again, you said so many valuable things today. If you guys coming in late, go to my YouTube channel and watch this entire video because it's important. It's the end of the year. It's time for you to check your websites, make some updates. 10 fairly quick and simple updates that you've given today are going to make a huge difference. And you know, we have a mutual client who redid the website with you, and she literally was stuck not wanting to even promote herself because she disliked her website so much. When she finally got through the completion with you of her new website, she felt, like you said, rejuvenated and proud and wanted to splash it out everywhere. And it gave her that new energy to drive business again.
Mm-hmm. That happens almost every time. The confidence that comes from giving your website this time and attention and love, even if it's your DI website, the confidence that comes with it is immeasurable. And I've seen people soar and shine.
Oh my God. Yes. So,
yeah.
All right, everyone. So go do these 10 website tips, especially for my interior designers. It's actually applicable to everybody who's out there with a website. And like Teresa said, your website is your like a staff member. It's out there working for you all the time. So don't ignore it. Don't not update it. Don't think it's just going to sit there and do its job. It has to be given some love on a regular basis, which is part of what we went over today.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. So you need your website redone, looked at, audited. You're not even sure. Get on caffeinecreative.io's, get on Teresa's calendar. And it's a free, 15 minutes again?
20 minutes. Free
20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. The free 20 minutes to take a look at your website and see what needs to happen for 2026. So thank you, Teresa.
My pleasure.
We'll see you guys soon.